Welcome back to another one take, and in this one we're taking a look at the Vincent. This time it's one of the better ships at tier 10. Vincent, of course, came out as a very strong battle cruiser that really just kind of dominated. This ship has insanely accurate guns, the AP is very strong, and so is the HE. It's a British ship, of course, and we certainly have a bit of overmatch here, 457s. So that combined with the accuracy makes it pretty scary against some of these cruisers. So even though these guys are bow on, we still will go for them. Some of the other unique features, I guess, of this ship really is the torpedoes here. 2 hits, 8,000 damage. These torps are hilarious. 30,000 damage torps, 10 kilometers of range even. Yeah, you only get one of them per kind of side here, but my goodness, they're ridiculous. This guy's going to be turning away by the looks of things. We'll aim a little high. And you notice we're pushing in pretty aggressively here. We got some pretty fortunate matchmaking. There's a nice citadel in. And we have a super heal as well. Just in case this ship wasn't crazy enough, it's very difficult to kill. On top of being very stealthy here. 12.8 kilometer detect. It's, yeah, it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane what this ship is capable of doing. It's also very nice and quick, so flanking like this is really no big deal. That's really what I want to be doing in this ship, is I want to be flanking, I want to be getting cross shots into people, I want to be applying pressure to the enemy team in ways where a lot of other battleships might just not be able to. There we go, we'll go after this Conqueror. Hit him with... Yeah, so we'll just dev strike him with armor piercing. We didn't even load HE there. We just hit him with enough shells. Alrighty, let's carry on with this absolute beating that this ship is providing. Oh my goodness. We will just continue to flank it. Really what you have to worry about in the Vincent, I think, is overextending when you don't have a super heal available. And a lot of overmatch, right? Overmatch is going to be one of those things that actually does do quite a bit of damage to you. You have 25 mil front, and then I think it's 32 most everywhere else. Although, with this line, you will more than likely be used to having very exposed citadel. But the tier 10 doesn't. For whatever reason, when we go broadside, we actually just don't really expose all that much of a citadel because it's waterline. So we're certainly very fortunate in that way. Okay, didn't quite get him there. I'm not really showing off necessarily the power of this HE yet, but you guys know British HE. I mean, it's 457 HE as well. This is essentially Thunderer HE. If you don't have Thunderer, it is very good. It is very good. So don't underestimate this ship's ability to farm out battleships as well. But against cruisers like this, yeah, we're probably going to want to mainly use the AP here. Especially if they're angled like this. We'll get some decent full pens. I should also mention that about the armor piercing is that it's short fuse. So if you find yourself off and overpenning a lot of these cruisers, well, good thing short fuse is here to save the day. Nearly get him, but you can see just guaranteed full pens. It's ridiculous. He's so low that I think I'll let my team or my random secondaries take him out. There we go. Move on to this Hindenburg. And as much as I'm saying this ship is okay with being broadside, I don't really want to give flat broadside to even a Hawk at these closer ranges. We'll go after this Hindenburg here, and not lead quite enough, but we'll still get a citadel. Alrighty then.
Torpedoes astern.
I don't want to continue down south here. This will take me too much out of the fight, but I did just want to make sure I didn't just charge out flat broadside to a battleship. That typically is not going to go very well. So a decent start here, although game is looking reasonably close-ish. I really do need to be focusing on this Hindenburg. Our guys have kind of lost quite a lot of ground here in the south. Hindenburg angled, but we have overmatch. We do indeed have overmatch. 10k still. Didn't quite hit the right spot. Notice how I'm not actually using my heal yet. Very intentional there about not doing that. Because we don't need to yet. And this is giving us adrenaline rush as well. So, a Hawk definitely does have an exposed citadel. Only one? Oh, he's lucky. He's lucky. Oh well. We'll get him next salvo. It'll be fine. I don't want to push too aggressively across here. That mainly has to do with charging in and dying. But we do need to help our teammates out. Are we eating this? Nope. Doesn't reach. But I will definitely try and take a more aggressive position to help our team here in the mid game. We're getting an actual pretty close game where we've done a lot of good work early on in this match. And actually, I'll take my heal now. Since we don't really have a need to use the AR at the moment, and I'd like to just be able to get to my next heal. It's really your most vulnerable point in a lot of these super heal kind of ships. As soon as you've used your heal, that cooldown is the opportunity that the enemies have to actually kill you. So keep that in mind if you are... ooh, almost some more Citadel. If you are playing the St. Vincent or any other ship with a super heal, that oftentimes the way the ship is balanced around that super heal means it's your lifeline. That's how you live, but it's also how you can die pretty quickly. Fortunately, we are facing a tier 8 carrier, so I'm not too concerned there. Changmu is more than likely torping at us. We'll do the good old slow down and turn in. And we do have defensive fire, but really our AA is nothing to write home about.
Enemy aircraft carrier detected.
Okay, we get the DD. Feels pretty good. Of course, we're very concerned about the deep water torps from the Changmu. So I'm not going to use my damage control here, especially because our super heal is about to be back, and we just heal back everything when it comes to floods and fires. But it seems like the torps aren't coming. Okay. This will probably hurt a little bit more because we're slowing down here to use this island as a little bit of protection. But we'll take some planes out with us. Honestly, the carrier has a little more to worry about than just us. And yeah, we're fine here. Although Monty shot could be spooky. Not too bad. Not too bad. Try and get him back. But you see how we're taking some damage, right? Well, we use a island as cover, and we just accelerate in here to 30k to the Monty. and then we're under cover with a super heal. So there we go. There's a good reason Vincent is used a lot in competitive, I think. At least the last time. I haven't played clan battles in a long time now that I'm thinking about it. But when I was playing again for a little bit, I mean, I was in Vincent a lot. It makes sense. It's sneaky, it's fast, it can flank, can move around the map quickly, and it deals pretty good damage. Although Napoli, of course, is a pretty tanky ship to deal with. I know the Monty's looking at me. But we have enough HP that even if he does get a good hit in, I think we'll be alright. Wow. Look at that dispersion. It's just filthy. Let's see, did I aim correctly? Or is this gonna land low? No, just not quite enough lead. Still, the overmatch is kind of killer. Double fire, I will rep a double fire. Sometimes I'll let those burn. You never really need to rep a single fire in this particular battleship. Or at least in super battleships with super heal, you probably just don't need that. Just because of the heal. The heal's that crazy. I think we can push out now. Our team is definitely taking a lot of the focus away from the enemy team here now. You don't really excel as the first ship in, I don't think. You can definitely get burnt down and killed. Like I said, use that one super heal and then all of a sudden you're pretty vulnerable. 211 in this one? Not too bad, honestly. Let's see, do we get him? Oh, a bounce. Too bad. Pretty good first game. Definitely shows off some of the strengths. Although, pretty blessed matchmaker, we would have to say there. Not every day you get that in a tier 10 battleship where you're fighting a ton of cruisers and they're all low tier. As far as the build that I'm running, it looks a little like this. We want concealment, and even though we have a super heal, I still want fire prevention. Extra healing is great. Adrenaline Rush, awesome to have. Brisk is just super useful for, again, that flanking opportunity. Turrets are a little slow, so we want to use that. Grease the gears. Gun feeder, of course, on a ship that wants to use both HE and armor piercing. Very, very valuable. On the equipment side of things, also pretty standard build, running reload here. Concealment, no propulsion mod, notice that. But we do have a speed boost to help out with that kind of thing. We'll do steering gears instead. Of course, we'll take aiming systems in our third slot. I'm running even an engine boost upgrade to maximize that as well. But it's pretty powerful even if you don't do that. It's just kind of crazy how long this engine boost lasts, especially in some competitive scenarios. You can really fly around the map quickly and surprise some people, or at least support some of your destroyers and cruisers, where a lot of other battleships just don't get there in time. They don't have that ability to move around the map as quickly, which is really nice. Less so in randoms, but certainly in competitive, it's very, very useful. And look at this, another set of Blessed Matchmaker. I mean, sure, we got some super DDs to deal with, but no carrier, no double sub. That's pretty lucky for us. And really, the overmatch we got to worry about, not too bad, really just yammy. So again, spawning. Last game we spawned middle, so this game we spawn a little bit towards the flank here. And yeah, you know what? This is good. Because of our good concealment here, especially compared to other battleships, we can kind of sneak around the flank here and apply a lot of pressure on whoever's just sailing down here as an enemy team. And we can use our speed and concealment to push hard if it requires that, if the game allows. But also we can get away, right? That's the other key is if you're on a flank like this, you need to be able to get away. And that's what we'll save our boost for. We're close enough to this flank that really don't see the need to pop our engine boost to get out to the flank quickly. We'll use it as a defensive tool in this game. And I think that'll be a little bit better. Ideally, we want to help our Yamagiri in a fight early on. That could mean using... Maybe I'll use some more HE this game. We'll see. I always, as you guys know, I enjoy armor piercing a lot more than HE. I enjoy games like the last one where we get a bunch of citadels and are able to crush people with the armor piercing. Just a little more satisfying for me. Okay, my confidence in our DD just cratered. Okay, well, I guess we'll try and trade them out. That's what we'll try and do here. Okay, spooky stuff. Orgone, yeah, we'll use some HE some more this game. Not gonna shoot yet. Don't really feel the need to wait and see if we can find some DDs or cruisers to shoot at instead. Although here we are first spotted. So we'll take our AP shot into him. And then see if we can't wait and find some of these cruisers. Ah, Zal. Good one to find. Moskva here as well. Yeah, so we're going to have to be a little bit more passive on this flank, certainly. But not too bad. Okay, so those are Yamagiri torps. Which could mean that they are 20s, I guess? We'll have to watch out for. Yeah. They definitely could be 20s, especially with how they were spotted. Oh, our Yamagiri's bow in, and he's not turning away. Oh my goodness, and they are 20s, and they're really... Or are these still Arnatorps? Am I insane? Alright, so like I said, we're gonna have to not really trust our Yamagiri. Oh, it makes it so difficult. I had a game the other day where I was playing in my... Oh, what was I even in? I think I was in Borgone or something like that, and we had a friendly DD that did the exact same thing on a flank, and the enemy team just rolled us after. It was painful. So yeah, if you're... Oh, we don't even get good dispersion there. So if you're a DD, try not to do that. I would prefer it if you didn't do it, at least on my team. You can do it on the enemy team, I guess. Iowa is turning out. That's fine. So if people are going to angle to us, that is A-okay. We're going to swap over to the HE and try and use that to farm some people. Because AP, you know, it can do even decent damage there, even into that angle. But HE guys into battleships, oh, it's filthy. I'm sure you've all been on the receiving end of a Thunderer. It's not a very nice place to be. And it's very similar here. We're going with his speed boost. We got to be leading a little bit more here. And we're just going to play this like little bit of kiting position here. We got to wait. 7k. Unfortunately, no Citadel. Or no fire, sorry, no fire. But still, 7k feels pretty good. Not sure what this Iowa is doing. Oh, I didn't shoot in time, so only one of those gets over. Too bad. So what we're going to look for, I noticed it a couple salvos ago, but I wasn't spotted after my detection indicator here, or bloom from shooting, went away. So this is a great way to tell if a DD is stalking you or not. Harder to do with subs because they can disappear underwater. And yeah, so we're still detected. So that means that there is a submarine around that we certainly want to be destroyer around that we want to be cognizant of. So we'll use our boost here. Dodge most of that incoming fire. There we go, a double fire. And we'll just start kiting slowly. Notice they're still kind of hesitant here. It's really the Soyuz that's kind of put himself in a bad spot. So we'll try and take advantage of this guy here. He repped our double fire, although a Russian battleship has that super fast cooldown that's pretty difficult to farm out. But he's on 2 fires now. Unfortunately, we hit all of his turrets. Oh, our team has got him on a lot of fires actually, so that's really nice. Trying to keep peppering him. He is the target of opportunity here. Yeah, you know what? Let's swap over to the AP for a second. These cruisers are bow in, especially if I can overmatch them. Still holding off on our heel, at least for now.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Okay, now we won't. No, we definitely won't. Okay, staying bow in, that's fine. But that means the sub is like, or the DD. Why do I say sub? Because I mentioned submarines, maybe. But the destroyer's over there somewhere. Kind of unfortunate for us. This Hindenburg seems to be juking a lot, bow in, slowing down, so I'm just going to aim for that mostly. And we'll do a good hit. Nice. There you go. You can see the power of the speed boost as a avoidance tool. Okay, Hindenburg's going to go broadside. And, oh, he's slowing down. Too bad. Okay, our curve first is pretty low. I guess it makes sense why he's so far back. Still feels pretty bad. Hindenburg's going to stop again. So now that I've shot at this Hindenburg a few more times, I kind of am aware of what his dodging habits are.
Torpedoes astern.
Oh, this sucks. Can we dodge at least one? Alright, that's fine. It sucks the DD's on us, too. There's nothing we can do about it. So, we have a heal available to us.
Problem solved, sir.
This is where our rudder shift is going to come in super handy against these cruisers here. Dodging a lot of the incoming fire. Means we're going to take far less damage from HE and fires, that kind of thing. If I get lit on a fire, though, I will be tempted to use my heal. But it looks like we're doing okay at the moment. But man, our team is really bad in this one. It does make things tricky. I'm surprised the enemy team has pushed spawn so successfully. Trying to hit the Bourgogne here. The worry is the DD, of course. Him getting a nice torpedo salvo into me. Wow, too high? Really? Okay. Maybe I'm doing a poor job of aiming this match. Torps are there. Okay, we'll go for that one, and then we'll shoot some HE into this Soyuz. Okay, we do get him. Good.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Engine boost activated.
Very tricky game. Very tricky. Can't exactly afford to push like hyper aggressive here. The points are still relatively even, so it's not like we need to hard push at this exact second. A good hit. Moskva is pushing, as we can see, so staying bow in here would be, or pushing bow in here would be a pretty massive throw on our part. Would not be surprised to know torps are on my way, or on the way towards me here. Hard to know what to do here. We just kind of had a total collapse of destroyers, I guess. Well, but they only have one left too, so maybe that's not necessarily the case. Try and light them up with some more fires. Again, using our rudder to dodge as much as we can.
To starboard.
And can we dodge?
Torpedoes to starboard.
Okay, good. We do dodge. So now we get a bit of a reprieve. Maybe go after this Moskva a little bit more. And we're gonna yeah, so we'll rep 2. Maybe that serves as bait for this Moskva to really go after us. Notice we haven't used our heal yet. And now we try and kill this Moskva very quickly as a team.
Problem solved, sir.
So I don't want to be using my heal needlessly, but we do want to be smart about it. So the key here is that we're the ones spotting this Moskva, right? And we get a very lucky salvo. Okay. That is very helpful. That crazy overmatch. Okay, Hindi's around.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes to port.
So that means with Hindenburg there, gotta do a lot of dodging.
Fire.
Okay, that's a fire. Not the end of the world fire, but a fire. But this is when we use it. See, Delarna opened up on us thinking we were a free kill, and we are not. Definitely got a rep. Finish that guy off. Are you serious, game? Are we really bracketing a Moskva now?
Problem solved, sir.
Watch him get the RNG fire here at the end, too. Okay, he didn't, fortunately.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Very, very, very challenging game. But we've managed to live. And we need to get on the caps really quickly here. Our San Martin is probably who we needed to play a little more aggressive here. But I guess late game, maybe we can come back from this still. So as you can see, Vincent, I mean, 2 million potential damage in this one. That's still a pretty solid amount of potential damage. Still have 2 heals left. We've taken a lot more permanent damage here, which is the unfortunate side of things. Our heals aren't quite as powerful.
Engine boost activated.
Okay, engine boost. And we got to charge the caps. 3 minutes. We'd probably still lose unless we get a heal or a pick on someone. But I don't know what that would look like. And our Regalo is very low. Has this guy used radar recently? He has. Okay. Not close by, I suppose.
The enemy is about to win.
I think the key here is going to be trying to kill this Hindenburg if he decides to open up and get spotted. I'm going to use one of my remaining heals just so whatever incoming torp salvo doesn't just annihilate me. Oh, he's there. Okay, we do get a glimpse of him. Wonder why he played so close. Maybe he didn't realize what a San Martin is. That could be. Decent hit. We need our teammates to do some as well. Unfortunate. I think he grounded. Grounding is so unlikely there. Hindenburg is opening up. Good. Oh, I actually hit him? I'm crazy?
Fire.
Aw. Insta-fire. Pain. We do want to get this angle on this Hindi, though. Remember, he's a slow down, turn out type of guy. One fire is fine. Especially if it makes him greedy enough to do that. Alright.
We sank an enemy cruiser.
So, we need to get into these caps quickly.
Engine boost deactivated.
Okay. Looks like our Martin is going to be helpful. We need him to go this way because of the radar, if you're wondering. 3 minutes until the game is over. So we do need to kill. That is a very healthy Zhao. Hopefully our Illinois has got some DPM on his side. Oh, wait, I don't know if I should be going for caps, actually. Like me personally. Maybe I'm throwing by doing this. I should have looked at the clock here. We'll never win on caps. And the amount of time it will take for them to tick to 1,000 is longer than the time remaining in the battle. So I should really be going after them to try and kill them. Maybe. Our Illinois is still alive. That's good. Let's see. When do we get spotted here? That'll tell us about where he's at. Not spotted at all. He's ran off the screen. Okay. Smart. Enemy team. They're running away and accepting victory. As much as I want to win, it's nice to see a team not throw. Even though they kind of threw by like running into spawn and dying. It's kind of nice to see them at least finish it out here. As much as I would love a win. But I think you get the idea of what Vincent's all about. We got 2 really, really solid games in Vincent. Pretty close matches. Not guaranteed by any means these days. So, yeah, I'm sure you all know about the... Interesting, he's pretty far away that way. I'm sure you all know about Vincent and how powerful it is, but... It's definitely one you should be looking to get, I think. I think it's definitely on the short list of good battleships in this game. So I don't think we tick fast enough to get above 874. Yeah, we don't. Nope, we lose. This is what's so useful about this score timer. Try a random shot, see what happens. Damn, so close. Actually so close. But yeah, Vincent's awesome, man. This ship is so strong. But you see how it's not like that main tank, right? Like you're not pushing this ship into people. It needs to play on the flank. It needs to be able to get away, take engagements that are favorable for it, you know? Close. 75 points, huh? That's it. 75 points away. So that was points in the battle, by the way. Very close. Well done to the enemy for actually running and accepting victory. You don't see that every day. So yeah, that is Vincent. A great one take here on this ship. We're getting close to caught up with everything that's been released so far to tier 10. Not quite yet, but up next is going to be Yodo. And there's a reason you haven't seen that ship at all on the channel yet, even though it's been released for a while. So I might just wait for that one take to give you my thoughts on it, to just kind of ramble for a few live games and explain why I don't really enjoy it. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and have a great rest of your day.